I just got out of watching Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. I'm here at the El Capitan Theater. I'm going to try to speak low because there's people waiting to see the next showing. It's press screenings here at El Capitan in Hollywood. So I'm going to keep it short because I don't want to ruin anything. So let me just say what an emotional ride this was. I'm going to admit I shed a tear, and my husband's going to kill me for saying this, but he was crying. It's a very emotional. I did have issues with it as far as borrowing from other movies, like Force Awakens. So I kind of did that. J.J. Abrams did that in Force Awakens, and there's some elements here as well. So you can't fault them, I guess. Fan service, people want fan service. That's what they're getting. And I had some issues with it as far as story-wise. Some things didn't make sense to me, but I think I need a second viewing to kind of capture all the dialogue. There was some dialogue I couldn't understand. And I think it was just the position we were in. We were in the front of the movie theater. So I find it hard to understand some of the dialogue. So I'm going to have to watch it again and re-examine. But it was certainly an emotional ride at the end. And they wrap it up, since this is the end of that franchise as far as the Skywalker story. And it was very emotionally satisfying. They did try to rectify a couple of things that people were complaining about in The Last Jedi. So it's a little obvious that they were going for that. And I think I think most people will be satisfied. I heard a couple of rumblings at the end, but you know, a movie like this is not going to satisfy everybody. There's just no way you can do it. Maybe there's a genius out there who can. I don't know, but certainly. Oh, I don't know what's going on back here. So I'm gonna have to wrap up soon, but let me just say that poor Kelly Marie Tran was sidelined in this movie. It's very sad because it almost gives credence to the haters who are stalking her basically on social media. So I think they did a real big disservice to her to sideline her. I know her plot line in Last Jedi wasn't the best. I wasn't a fan of it, but nothing against her. That's not her fault. So I thought they should have rectified that. They did a lot of rectifying other stuff, and so I thought they could have done more service to her to give it back to the haters. And another thing, the Emperor's return, we all had doubts. I mean, at first it was like, oh shoot, did they just really reveal that? And let me just say, it was worth it. The way they did it, I'm not gonna say how. Like I said, I need a second viewing to capture some of the dialogue I may have missed, some of the plot points. But I think it was a satisfying end, and that was part of, okay, I won't say that because that might clue you to some of the storyline, and I'll keep quiet on that. But overall, talking to other people, we were very emotional at the end. The fact that it's ending after, what has it been, 40-some years. I watched it in the movie theater at the Chinese Theater, actually, across the street over there. That was my first viewing of it in 77. God, that just dates me. I'm old. But that moment when I saw that movie was life-changing. Princess Leia was my role model at 7 years old. I couldn't believe there was this tough chick in a sci-fi movie kicking butt. And that movie, or this franchise, has meant a lot to me. I didn't like the prequels. These movies are way better than the prequels. I'm sure people will disagree with me, but I did not. Other than Obi-Wan Kenobi, I thought he was a standout in the movie. Everybody else. Oh, I think I have to move soon, but yeah, so it was very emotional. I cried, so bring some tissues. Some people will be shedding some tears. Like I said, my husband, who's probably going to kill me for saying this, he was crying. And some other people were crying, males. So that says a lot. The fact that this is wrapping up a movie that means so much to so many generations, and it's emotionally satisfying. I think I left feeling like, okay, it wasn't great, but I enjoyed it, and I think the ending was satisfying enough that it feels like it wrapped up this franchise that has meant so much to me and to a lot of people in this world. So yeah, the second viewing, I think a couple people would need a few viewings to understand exactly what's going on, because there's a lot going on. But it certainly feels like an adventure, which was lacking, I think, in Last Jedi. I liked Last Jedi. I like the bold moves that Rian Johnson did. I mean, I had issues with it too. I've had issues with all the movies except the OG ones, of course. I'm never gonna have issues with those, but it's hard to capture the magic again. And I think they did a satisfying job, and that's all I gotta say for now. Maybe I'll do another video when I have a second viewing. I don't think it'll change my mind, but certainly, yeah, it left me feeling some very raw emotions. And the fact that I watched it on Hollywood Boulevard, where I first saw those first Star Wars movies, across the street though, means a lot to me. And thanks a lot to Disney for inviting me. And actually, I'll show you, well, I can't show you right now. Yeah, I can. They're actually breaking down from the premiere from Monday night. So it was a big shindig, and you can see they didn't finish. So they're doing that now. All right, I'm signing off. Tell me what you thought. Yep, there's Louis. Hey, Louis.
Hola, Lupe. It was great seeing the movie with you. Thank you very much for attending. And
bring some tissues, right?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we were emotional.
We were emotional.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, this movie. Are you still recording?
Yes.
This movie is gonna bring back a lot of memories, great memories of people you knew from the past, maybe family members, experiences and stuff. 40 years or 42 years of Star Wars, no matter what you think of the movie, and you're going to talk to fellow Star Wars fans like Lupe, you're going to tear up, man. You're going to tear up, I think, if you have a heart.
Yes, if you have a heart. All right, that's our cue. Our light went out.
Hola. Okay,
later.
Bye. Nos vemos.